Ayy, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports. You know what it is. So now the video that I said that I was supposed to make today, I'm making it now. And it seems like now, since free agency has been come and gone for the WNBA, and the Indiana Fever had made a lot of roster moves. They had 2 contract training camp offers with Jaeyln Brown and Jaeyln. Now we were just waiting for everybody to come. The WNBA draft, has came and gone as well, and we drafted Michaela Tipson, Bree Hall, and Yvonne Ejim. So with that being said, everybody's been showing up at camp a little bit at a time, here and there, here and there, here and there. But nevertheless, the Indiana Fever finally has the arrival of Jaeyln Brown. Yes. And her name is spelled Jaeyln, not Jaeyln Brown from the Celtics. So because when you look up the information, it's going to have his picture pop up as well. So just to clarify that for y'all, if y'all having a little trouble with that. But nevertheless, now some people think that Jaeyln Brown is a point guard. No, she's not. She's a shooting guard, but she can play point. Now it's going to be very interesting because I want to put this out there really, really quick, because I've been thinking about this today, and I was thinking, like, if she could play point, because she ran some point in Dallas, but she could shoot, and I view her as a backup to Kelsey Mitchell, because they have the same skill set, but she's taller than Kelsey Mitchell. And that's how I view her. And when I saw on tape on her and everything like that, when I first did a video on her some months back. But could she come in and play point? That's going to be the thing that you want to look at, because if she can play point as well, then who are we going to utilize to be that backup for Kelsey Mitchell? What would that do for Sydney Colson? That's going to be very intriguing, because we brought her in as a veteran backup with leadership behind Caitlin Clark. There's only one roster spot on the team. So we have 11 spots. No, we have, I think, 10 spots for 11. And then we need 12, and that 12 might not get full until like the second half of the season. Now, what if, hypothetically, what if? So before I get to my what if, I want to show you Jaeyln Brown's introduction coming to the Fever when she landed today. So So you get to see that real quick with Jaeyln Brown. She was greeted by Leah Boston, Kelly, Chris Cross, Amber Cox, Stephanie White, Caitlin Clark. Her and Caitlin Clark look like they're around the same height a little bit. Caitlin could be a little bit taller because the way they kind of bent into each other and everything like that. You could tell she excited. You could tell that she wanted, she loved it. And I want to touch on that too, the excitement part, because if you really pay attention to everybody that has signed with the Indiana Fever, even the rookies that would get have gotten drafted to the Indiana Fever, their eyes light up. Soon as they walk into Gamebridge, they look around, they see their names in the banner, welcoming them to the franchise. Um, Remember when Dewana Bonner, when she first got there, she couldn't believe they was gonna have breakfast for her, food available for her and stuff like that. She was like, I ain't get this over there in Connecticut. You know, they you see the excitement in their eyes. It's like, dang, I really never played in an arena like this. I never really expected this. Like, wow, I don't play. And it's crazy because Natasha Howard and Jaeyln Brown played for Dallas, and they don't even have that in Dallas like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, we talk about the Phoenix Mercury facility, but guess what? Even Sophie Cunningham's face lit up when she came into Indiana. It's a whole different experience and a whole different world over there than what they're used to, regardless of what other um, franchises have for facility wise. It's different. It's different. Being in that aura, being in that atmosphere in Indiana just does something to these players. I mean, you can see the smiles, the look on their face, like, man, oh my God, this can't be for real. That's what they're thinking. That is what they're thinking. Like, dang, can this really be for real? Can I really be here? Can I? I mean, just think about when they first preseason game kicks off, and that crowd goes crazy for them. Even some of the college players who never played into a packed house like that. Now, Bree Hall has, Leo has, but you got to think like, excuse me, you got to think like the others, man. You got to think, golly, they're like, this, can this really be for real? I mean, even Dewana, even Natasha, they played against the Fever last year, but they still like, they are part of the franchise because they going to see this every night, every other night, on the road and at home, not just one time throughout the 1 or 2 times out the season. This is going to be a every other night type of thing. You know, going on the road, having back-to-back home games, packed crowd screaming for your name, cheering you on. Soon as you hit threes, soon as you hit layups, soon as you make some kind of crazy shot, that fan base is going to go bananas for you. And just to see Jaeyln Brown's face lit up like that, as soon as she came in the locker room, she like, oh my God, I love it. She like she it's just like playing for a franchise like that makes you come in and want to work your ass off automatically just like that. I mean, you can't expect nothing different, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is that they they expect to win. They expect to win a title, and they expect to have great players to come in with the right attitude. And all of these players have come in with the right attitude, and I love it, man. I love it. So, with that being said, I can't wait to training camp start. I think I guess I'm gonna tell you. I feel like in a way that um they're going to start. You're gonna see more clips coming online from workouts now. Like they had one today with Caitlin and the rookies and Leah. And now you're gonna probably see more and more because everybody's gonna be in there and they're gonna show a little bit at a time. They're gonna have probably certain ones working together and all of that stuff. So it's gonna be very interesting. So it's I hate to tell you, it's gonna be pretty content heavy, so I'm probably gonna have to spread it out throughout the day or throughout the days or the hours or whatever the case may be, because there's probably gonna be so much stuff to talk about, and I probably can't. I might not get to it all, so I might have to schedule everything out to drop a certain time. So therefore, if you see videos from me dropping, just know that I already recorded them prior. They just set for a time to drop and everything like that. So I have to be ahead of the game. So that means I'm gonna be working overtime. But again, Shout out to Jaeyln Brown. Welcome to the Indiana Fever, finally. Oh, and a side note too, there was an ex post posted today with Damaris Dantes on the plane. So she's on her way to Indiana. So hopefully we get something with her tomorrow. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you before I leave. I'm a huge fan of Damaris Dantes. When everybody was not a fan of her, when I talked about her the beginning of last year, nobody did any videos on her at all. And I went on and did a video of her. I looked at her game. I knew why she was able to give the Indiana Fever. Now, yeah, she didn't score a lot of points last year, but if you don't look at her stat numbers from last year and look at her production when she was on the floor, it's a whole total different thing. So keep that in mind when you're evaluating Damaris Dantes. And you got to understand she was injured for, coming back to the Fever and a little bit heavier. So she had to work herself in. But when she was on the floor, she was productive. People look at her stats, so well, she only averaged 4 points. I don't count that. I looked at what she did on the floor and how her chemistry was with Caitlin Clark. So that matters to me more than anything. But anyway, guys, that's my time. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, you know what it is.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.